Okay, y'all. uh, live.
Good morning, guys. Man,
Episode 30.
episode 30.
Mm,
What a way, man. I I'm still a little bit in shock about it. Like what is it, like 900 and something pages long?
oh, the bill.
Yeah.
Mm.
In today's episode,
In today's episode of one historical
uh,
event for millennials, Donald
after
Trump and the
another
Republicans passed a bill. Are millions of people going to lose their health care, or a bunch of working people going to get taxed on their tips and overtime? Well, we're going to find out today in episode 30 of What's Going On Millennials podcast.
there you go. Fucking intro. Oh man.
Oh shit. No,
It
dude, it's so fucking crazy. Like, we're almost 6 months into this nigga's presidency, and we're just like, yo.
Only, man. Only. This shit's
Holy.
4 years long. It's not even 1 year in. And
Oh
this they do.
god.
Oh man.
The midterms cannot come quick enough, man. Not.
What the Furist?
Huh?
Mac.
Furious, he can't spell. That's all.
Oh man.
He's, you know what? My name, I would be a little fucking confused, too, with everything going on in this stupid ass bill. Because it's just like, what the fuck?
Can't spell this week. It's accept. Oh man. Well, fuck. Let's go. This thing, it is not right that they get to only like have 900 and something pages, and sure they have assistants and a bunch of people and they can like break it down for each other and try to understand it, but like the rest of us, fuck man, like. And I understand that they're representatives. They're supposed to be doing the will of the people, but they're not fucking listening. They haven't for a hot minute. So, how, if they're not doing what the constituents, we obviously by percentages want, man, it just like, okay, I'm gonna go an entire fucking TED talk about the flawed voting system and redlining and like a bunch of shit. So like
Gerrymandering and all that.
yeah, and how like the system is so hackable, so fucking breakable. But that's not what we're here today specifically.
But man, aren't we kind of like close to that though? That's kind of like, that's the fucked up part about it. Like, we're like right there. We're just like right on the cusp of just like, okay, well, you know, it's not Nazi Germany, but
it's the long con, man, and it's also some of the shit is getting heavy, man. Like in the immigration part of it, it's
yeah, because
the
they gave ICE like a crazy, pretty much a blank check, for a lack of a better term. Yeah,
man. And some of the representatives, the way that they express themselves about immigrants and shit,
yeah,
like just very. There's a difference between troll culture
mm-hmm.
and legitimately not taking anything seriously, like, or honestly, like, I don't know, difference. That shit is like maybe conducive. Some of these motherfuckers don't understand sarcasm. They don't understand the nuance of it, man. It goes right over their heads. That's why right wing comedy is not fucking funny. It's a lot of punch down, very simplistic. Just
Not
so many
really.
times you can.
It's basically like chicken and watermelon jokes.
Yeah, and I'm like, I laughed the first time. You know what? Up until the fifth time, because I'm simple minded. Fuck it. But after that, there is a limit to my simple mindedness. Like, it is just.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, like, I'm sure you can come up with some examples of right wing comedians, but like, it is just not. It doesn't evolve. It's always the same. Like, it just nah.
Yeah, because they did. Oh fuck! What was those dudes' name? It was Larry the Cable Guy, Ron White, Jeff Foxworthy. There was a fourth dude. Forget, but it was basically I think they called themselves like the Redneck Kings of Comedy. And even those dudes weren't really like punching down. Like I would say the most like controversial thing that was said throughout that whole stand up was Ron White basically saying fucking, you know, I live in a state that has a death penalty and we actually use it. Because he's from Texas, and you know how Texas is with death penalties. They got no quarrels whatsoever. No. So that was like the most controversial thing, like that at least to me came out of that stand up. You know, it's just like, okay, Ron, I get you. You know, I mean, like, it costs more money to fucking kill somebody than to keep them alive, you know, but that's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother conversation, because, yeah, no, trying to unpack the fucking prison industrial complex, that is a whole nother can of worms. Talking about
different episode.
For-profit prisons and shit. But hey, I'm pretty sure them motherfuckers definitely got something out of this goddamn bill.
Oh yeah, man! Like the alligator Alcatraz, the way that they express themselves about that shit, like just like, oh yeah, alligators are gonna get a lot of food and shit. I'm like, dude, you know these are people, right? Like, but cruelty is the goal. Absolutely. They believe that peace through strength, and strength is pain because their daddy beat them and they're like fucking have daddy issues and shit. That's why they call Trump daddy all the time.
Daddy.
It just, man.
Daddy Trump.
uh,
Papa.
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 Like, yeah, but man, the way that this bill absolutely like just uh, I went on a deep dive. I haven't read all 900 and something pages.
Yeah.
I read summaries, man, because I don't have
Yeah.
time.
Now, truth be told, like I don't know that what everything is in there. The ones that really stood out to me was like the cuts to Medicare, the fucking what else? The cuts to Medicare. It was also the fucking like no more taxing on tips, which is some bullshit. There's some bullshit about that. Like, not only is it capped, it's only good until 2028, which is like,
Yeah,
okay, what the fuck? Meanwhile, all these other
that's
fucking taxes for the fucking rich people are like fucking basically permanent.
hmm
So what
that's
does
the
that
thing,
even
man.
fucking mean?
That's the Republicans, and I don't know because I don't honestly know who did it first, and I honestly do not care. Wrong is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that.
Yeah.
Um, but the fact that they can time their bills like that, like, oh, okay, if you read through this thing, right, there's a bunch of time bombs like that. Like, okay, this stays until 2028 in case they lose. If the Democrats win, they look like ass because they
Mm-hmm.
cannot remove it. His last administration, he did everything by executive order because he thought it was faster. This time is more targeted. Uh, other things that come into action now and stop in 2028, other things that are permanent, other things that are like, there's a bunch of time bombs like that, man, that are gonna look the next administration make it look useless if they lose.
Yeah.
It's the fucking long con with them, and that's the thing. Like, if you don't read into the nuance of it, it is very easy to blame the wrong people, and that's what the gamble is with them. That's what they're expecting, that people won't take the time,
Yeah.
and that is why. But like, the Democrats are over here like expecting everyone to be a nerd at my level, but no, not everyone is interested in this kind of shit. They need to make it digestible. And that's where they fail in their communication style, man. Republicans have made it digestible, but they made it digestible in a stupid way. Like, they have a website for it, for this entire ass bill.
Mm-hmm.
They have a interactive website where you can like the couple of things that are decent-ish, fucking very, 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 very light with the ish. Um, those things that made it interactive, like the tax on tips thing,
Yeah.
they made it so you can put in how much you make and everything, and you can see how much money you're gonna get back. Getting people hyped for it, but people don't understand the fact that, yeah, you get this one little candy, but they took the entire ass bag. Like,
Exactly.
so Democrats are expecting their voters to be doing the research themselves because they should be interested in their country and the democracy. They're interested in where their next meal's coming. They're interested in the bills. They're interested in all these things, and the few things that they get moments of freedom that they get from the grind, that's what they're interested in. So that's where the Democrats have to go meet people, not like it just.
Yeah, they definitely have to meet people where they're at. Like they need to go to these fucking swing states and actually speak that shit. Because it's always these people that have such an impact on the election, but this bill also negatively impacts them the most too. So, like I said, like the midterms is going to be the make it or break it point for this administration.
Yeah, but like the work has to start right now, man. Like people are.
Yeah. No.
Like
there's no doubt about that at all. Like motherfuckers need to be on it right now, and like with the way. So did you know that they tried to at least start the vote for impeachment, but there were a bunch of fucking like the establishment Democrats voted against it. Like even so, the thing is, right? Even if they weren't going to get enough votes for the impeachment, they should have just voted just on the merit of it.
Yeah, like
there's how does it hurt you? Like at least you're showing your constituents that you have a fucking backbone.
Yeah, like again, that word decorum, man. Like they're like still trying to be the party of like, well, we're willing to play with them if they're willing to play with us. I'm like,
no.
Look, man.
And I've said this
democracy.
Before. Bipartisanship died when Barack Obama became president. Once we got the first nigga president, no more bipartisanship. Nope.
They couldn't handle it no more, man.
Nope. We'll give you one bi. That's biracial, but not bipartisanship.
God damn.
That's where the bi ends in politics. You can be biracial, but there's no bipartisanship, fam. Ain't none of that there.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
But dude. That shit, right? The one of the ones that got me when it came to
I miss Michelle Obama.
Man.
Right. And then hold on. So like not to get off topic, but like, bruh, when Obama became president, motherfucker said, "Oh, racism is dead." Meanwhile, the entire 8 years, they was calling Obama a fucking Muslim and Michelle a monkey for 8 years.
Somehow racism is dead. Yeah.
But racism is dead. We're in a post-racial society. But yet y'all couldn't bring yourselves to vote for a fucking black woman for president, though.
Man.
Crazy.
It is. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Whatever. You couldn't bring yourself to vote for a black woman, but I want to see you right now, like, doing something. What ideas that are not fucking self-defeatist, please. Like, it just... Because they go tits up real fucking fast, man. Like, these kind of people, they're like, oh, well, that's the way it is. It's always been like this. I'm like... Why? What exactly do they expect that is rock bottom has not been hit?
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't understand the self-defeating.
No.
The exhaustion and everything I get.
Yeah.
Go touch grass. Go take care of yourself. Go to a party. Wherever the fuck you need to do to unwind, but just the self-defeat, the self-own. I don't get it.
Test for any government office. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough.
Nah.
No, no, because the motherfucker will say and do all the right things to get the job. You know what I mean? And then once they get in there,
Yeah.
they're still gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, I don't know competent test, but like it just the system as it is right now is kind of idealistic in a way,
Yeah,
and that for the easily corruptible animal that we are is probably not the best uh, to trust in the goodness of man.
no,
Uh, it's all the like we made not to get like super deep and philosophical and shit, right? But like we made this fucking system, right? So why are we so adverse to correct it, to fix it, to tinker with it? Like some people hold it as like, oh, such a suggestion is like anti-patriotic. Like I just want a functioning system so a nation can continue being a nation. It's all we kind of agreed to do this kind of thing. Fuck, man. Getting off my little soapbox.
no, it's all good. But I mean, it's still a valid point because look at where we're at right now.
It's just a frustration, you know.
Like,
Um,
how bad does shit need to get for y'all one to make this shit better? Like at this point.
yeah, that's some of the shit that this thing is gonna be doing to people. Uh, the one of the ones that got me like sneaky motherfuckers, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, the salt deduction tax. I didn't know shit about it until I read this.
Oh, it was like the
Um,
state and local tax or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's for people that itemize their taxes. It allows them to deduct up to $10,000 off their local and state's tax.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone that itemizes, man, and makes enough money, they get that just because it itemized, nothing else. It's a reward for having money.
A reward for having
So
money is crazy.
it's that one fucking got me, man. I'm like, that's so blatant. That's such a blatant money grab.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking the child tax credit. So people that make under a certain amount never get like it's they this is why I need them to up their fucking game, right? Republicans say, "Oh, we're giving you a 2,000 tax credit. Be thankful for having a kid. Have more. Make us workers." Um, but the only way to actually get the full 2,000 is to have money. If you don't have enough money, you don't get the 2,000. So the people that actually need it more get less of it.
And then also, simultaneously, while all that is happening, they're getting their fucking Medicare getting cut off.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to go to hardworking Americans. But yet, in all these red states that, who is going to affect the most, with all those abortion bans.
Oh, dude.
Man.
Fucking the Senate got cold feet at the end, man, on Medicaid. At the end, the Senate added a $50 billion subsidiary to is it that? Yes. Is that how you say that?
Subsidiary?
However the fuck you say that.
Subsidy. Yeah, same shit.
Something.
That shit.
That shit. They're giving a shit ton of money, $50 billion to rural hospitals over 5 years, because they understand how much their shit is gonna fuck their own states.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit with Lisa Murkowski, man? Oh my god, that video is gold.
Oh, my god,
a hypocrite.
dude. Oh
my god.
Yeah, but what Mac was saying, yeah, some rural hospitals already did close. Which is because they knew what was going to happen with this bill and shit. But yeah, the fucking senator from Alaska basically.
We should do a react to that shit, because that is just, pull that out. That woman, man. Oh my god, like it just. I don't understand how these people take themselves seriously.
She basically sold the whole country for 30 pieces of silver that she never got.
Oh my god, she is Judas. Oh.
She got it. She didn't get her 30 pieces of silver, but
she didn't. That's
Here you go.
They dangled the 30 pieces. Like, at least Judas got his money before he hung.
Right.
Goddamn, lady.
Right.
They just dangled the keys in front of, like, daddy just dangled the keys in front of the baby, man.
As long as Alaska is fine. And there was some stupid ass provisions in there. Something about whale something. What were they called? Whalers? Something like that. There was some provision there for them. And something in there for the indigenous people, which is great. But did you get the shit? Nah.
Oh my god, dude. There's another one that
my whole thing is, how the fuck you gonna say you hate some shit and then vote for it anyway?
It like, they're bought and paid for, man. Honestly, these motherfuckers. The moment that you allowed lobbyists to go in the way they go, you allowed your system to be bought and paid for. At least before, they were just bad at governing.
Right.
But now they're just corrupt, man. They're just like, I wanted to bring this up later once we get or fuck it. On the immigration portion of it, right? That shit has amongst it's $350 billion for immigration.
Oh Jesus.
Out of which $25 billion goes into this concept of the Golden Dome, and it is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
A Golden Dome.
The Golden Dome. Because are you familiar with the Iron Dome in Israel?
Not really.
It's a missile defense system.
Okay.
So that shit, they get attacked by missiles, and the system, which is scattered around Israel, reacts and stops, interferes all the missiles. You can technically tire it out, right? Like you can shoot it so much that some of the missiles make it through, but it takes a lot.
Yeah.
So Trump is proposing, and just passed 25 billion to try to implement something similar to the United States. But the United States, Israel, is smaller than the state of California. This motherfucker is trying to suggest that we build a system that complex for this entire ass country. 25 billion would not cut it, and we do not have the technology for that shit. It's not.
And like pretty much if we get hit, we get hit.
Like it does not exist, man. It just simply does not exist.
No.
But it like I'll put it in the comments. But like a video of Senator Mark Kelly, who was a fucking astronaut, talking to Peak Headset about this and how it's just like, why can't they just get a little committee going just to explore before they put 25 billion into a project that's probably that's doomed to fail.
It's like, motherfucker, are you outside of your goddamn mind? Another money handoff to the military-industrial complex, of course. I'm just saying, with all this money that's being spent, I don't know, man. Like, this reminds me of fucking like COVID, what happened during COVID. Like, they tried to blame what regular people got for the inflation. Meanwhile, fucking $21 trillion was pumped into Wall Street. Like, how did the markets recover before anyone got their first stimulus check?
It's money grabs, man. They
like fucking airlines got their hand out, but still laid off a bunch of fucking people. Like a bunch of like other hospitality fucking spots got their hand out, but laid off a bunch of people still. So I'm just like, all the fucking stock buybacks that was happening during COVID, like this shit was fucking nuts, dude. This shit was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, it's I can't put it on the chat. I don't know how to like fucking share it.
Wait, was this the video you sent me earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, man.
Okay, all right. So I'll share it then, or I'll share my screen. I'm gonna present, share screen, window, share, so we can get the audio too.
But it just shows the type of leadership that this administration has, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with thinking big and aiming big and having ambitions and shit, but like this is just this motherfucker thinking, oh, Iron Dome sounds good. You know what sounds better? Gold Dome. Like, it just
Welcome to America's Gold Dome, made by Doug Dibadome of the Dibstone Dibadome.
Let's play it, man. It just blood.
Okay, all right.
Oh, can't hear it.
Can't hear it?
Cannot.
No, I was sharing audio. Hold on. Maybe because I put it full screen. I thought I was sharing my audio. Hold on. Because I gotta check the stupid box. Oh, okay. You should probably hear it now.
Golden Dome missile defense system. There's a request to spend $25 billion in this year alone. First of all, is this system designed to intercept a full salvo attack?
Senator, it's a multi-layer system that would include different types of salvos. Obviously,
so it's not just Rogue Nation. Okay.
So, well, it's meant to, yes, it's not meant to be just one nation. It could be utilized in
against Russia or
scenarios.
China, full salvo. So what kind of reliability are you aiming to build into the system? Are we looking for something like 4 nines on intercept success? 99.99% reliability?
Obviously, you seek the highest possible. You begin with what you have and integrating those C2 networks and sensors, building up capabilities that are existing with an eye toward future capabilities that can come online as quickly as possible, not just ground-based, but space-based.
So against future capability too. So do you believe that we can build a system that can intercept all incoming threats? You think we could build that system? This is a very hard physics problem.
You would know as well as anybody, sir, how difficult this problem is, and that's why we put our best people on it. We think the American people deserve it.
So let me tell you what I think we're facing here. You're talking about hundreds of ICBMs launched simultaneously, varying trajectories, MIRVs, so multiple reentry vehicles, thousands of decoys, hypersonic glide vehicles, all at once. And considering what the future threat might be, it might even be more complicated than that. And you're proposing spending not just $25 billion, but upwards of, I think CBO estimated this at least $500 billion, other estimates, $1 trillion. I am all for having a system that would work. I am not sure that the physics can get there on this. It's incredibly complicated. So I want to get to another issue.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
And and that is just a glimpse into the fucking complexity of what they're suggesting.
What is this? Hell no. Okay.
It just.
All right. We got like 3 more minutes left.
That you're facing here. How much of the staff of the Office of the Director of Operational Test and Evaluation did you cut?
After collaboration, sir, with the service departments, the joint staff and others, we identified that as a place where there were redundancies and multiple additional layers that were unnecessary.
I'll tell you what you cut. You cut 74%.
Most of it. That's what I was going to say.
Most of it. And was your decision to cut more than half of the Pentagon's testing and evaluation office staff driven in part by concerns about the office's plan to oversee testing of Golden Dome?
The concerns were not specific to Golden Domes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me, right? You cut 74% of the staff that at the very least could have done some kind of testing just to make sure if this is even fucking feasible to do. So you cut 75% of that. for something this complex.
Where are those 25 billion going, Pete? If not to fucking people that can tell you if this shit is possible. At least.
Oh God, it gets worse.
Oh
fuck it,
man.
the napkin notes will work.
If it oh my God, I would love harder if I didn't know if that's fucking the expectation.
Oh no, dude, ain't no way.
Oh,
Ain't no
man.
way. Ain't no fucking way, dude. Okay, all right. Gotta keep going.
Sir, it was years and years of delays unnecessarily based on redundancies in the decision-making process that the services, COCOMs, and the Joint Staff, together with OSD, identified as a logjam
Mr.
that was
Secretary,
not helping
to
the process.
get the reliability we would need, you need something that's at 4 nines, 99.99% reliability with all these challenges. And you cut the staff of the people who are going to make sure this thing works before we make it operational, before we give it to the warfighters. You got to go back and take a look at this. But I also strongly encourage you to put together some, before we spend $25 billion or $175 billion or $563 billion or $1 trillion, put together a group of people to figure out if the physics will work. You could go down a road here and spend hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars of the taxpayer money, get to the end, and we have a system that is not functional. That very well could happen. And you're doing this just because the president, and I understand your role as the Secretary of Defense. You got to execute what the president says. But this idea, might not be fully baked. And you can get in front of it now and figure out and find out if you put the right physicists on this. And I'm not saying go to the big defense contractors. Going to scientists, and I know there's a questionable relationship with this administration and scientists, but go to some scientists, figure out what.
The shots have been fired.
Man.
Those damn nerds told me the odds, so I cut their odds in half.
Goddamn it! This like I respect the fact that some of the technological advances we have now were some based on sci-fi, man, like the cell phone and shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is that some of these motherfuckers are sci-fi fans, but don't understand any of the they're not nerds for the technology side of it. They're nerds for
the story,
the explosions, and the story's cool and everything, but not that it's bad, just man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Sci-fi is sci-fi. Life is life, man. Goddamn, guys. Not because it sounds cool. Please just don't be
weird.
Like he said, we could spend billions and billions of fucking dollars just blowing shit up, wasting resources, when we could have just sat down.
And then he said, I know how this administration feels about scientists, but yeah, we kind of need the science on this one.
Man.
It's listen, don't get a big military contractor, because those motherfuckers will just say anything. They're getting paid either way.
this administration is selling itself to big tech, man, and big tech has been tired, and big tech in multiple facets, like in the military and in social media. Like the only thing that didn't pass was the AI thing, where AI would have been developed without any um, administration or any control for like
Oh
10
shit.
years.
Oh no.
That was on the bill too, but it didn't pass.
Okay. We'll get back to AI because I have something to say about that. All right.
Okay.
We would have to do to build a system and then make smart decisions before we spend hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars.
Senator, we're doing that, leveraging existing technologies and not premising the project on aspirational technologies, what we can actually do, and would
Well,
welcome.
$25 billion
Thank you.
in the first year is a lot of money. That's more than just figuring out if we have the ability to build a system that can handle a full salvo threat, hypersonic glide vehicles, MERS, thousands of decoys. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Chairman.
Senator Kelly. Senator Sheehy.
Dude, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah. No, this is
There is literally no country on earth that can match us. This would be the perfect opportunity to scale back the military and focus stateside. That makes too much sense.
they're insecurities, man. That's the thing. They want to do bad things, and then they're afraid. They're fucking afraid of the repercussions. So they man.
It's almost like how fucking white people felt post slavery. Just like you did all that bad shit. You just like you're lucky. Oh my god, dude.
They're gonna get back to me, so I have to protect myself. If don't drag the entire nation into this, please.
if newly freed
Goddamn.
slaves wanted the smoke, I wouldn't exist.
Let's say that again.
I said if newly freed slaves wanted that smoke, I wouldn't exist. I'm just saying, like, if we scale just a little bit back on how much we spend in our military budget, like, it's not going to make us weaker as a country. We've already established ourselves as a superpower. We got nukes and shit. Like, push come to shove, if you wanted to start some shit, it's gonna come at a price.
And the thing is that these people don't understand the bully mentality, right? Like a playground is a very small place in comparison to the entire fucking globe.
Mm-hmm.
So in their head, the bully mentality is like, yeah, I'm the meanest and baddest. But if you make all the enemies, peace through strength, and this is where fucking the toxic mentality and shit comes in. Peace through strength does not mean that you prove that you're the biggest and the baddest. That is a thing that is already known without you having to say it. That all these alpha males that like dump their chests and shit display that they have to because they're not the biggest and the baddest. All the strongest men that I've ever met in my life don't have to announce that shit. They just are. And I know that.
Dude. Nah, let me show you. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of that. I'm gonna fucking find it.
So yeah, this entire administration is just a bunch of insecure men.
King Charles. It's King Charles. You want to see some shit? Watch. It's not the best quality, but this is a dog. Or it's about some dogs. This shit is fucking crazy work. Alright. Oh fuck, where'd the sound go? Oh man, hold on. Whoops. Not sure why we lost sound. Alright, let's try that again. Oh,
Nah, damn.
whatever.
There.
But look at this dog! But you know what I mean? Like, not intimidating
Yeah.
at all. Not the most intimidating looking dog, but he came in with that fucking aura. And
Dude.
then to break it down, let's go back, right? Like when he comes out, that's a Great Dane right there, right? He instantly bows his fucking head, right? Big ass Great Dane bows his fucking head. And then the German Shepherds is like, oh shit, it's Charles. We got to get the fuck out of here. Charles just rolled out. We got to go.
Dude. Yeah, no. Look at this little ass dog. Like that, man. Like it just they want that so bad, but don't understand that the stick is not always the way, man. Like it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. This administration is just I hate the word, but fuck it, toxic masculinity. Like it just,
yeah.
I feel like it gets overused sometimes.
It's sometimes, yeah, it does. It definitely does. But honestly,
in this moment, to this, yeah, this is toxic.
But at this point, it doesn't even feel like masculinity. It just feels like a fucking cat fight. The girls are fighting at this point. These aren't men that are fighting right now. There's nothing manly about anything these motherfuckers are doing right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's toxic masculinity is not masculinity. It's what they think. It's a play acting masculinity. Like, but then it's like some of it is just super ridiculously like over the top, man. What was it? A little bit dudes were like sunbathing their taints or something. Like insecurity breeds like just man.
Sunbathing taints is crazy work.
You didn't see that shit?
No.
It was a thing for a little bit. I think Tucker Carlson or like I don't remember which one was promoting that shit, but yeah, like everything needs sun, and I'm sure that it's not a bad thing, but put some sunblock. Don't do it for more than 10 minutes. It doesn't get a lot of sun.
Yeah, because when I think something masculine, I think about a dude bending over, cheeks spread wide
Not
open.
bending over.
Get some sun in my tank. Gotta get the sun all in my tank.
And like, I'm not saying, like, all honestly, like, yeah, no, I'm not the most secure person in myself, but like, I will also not be taken advantage of with my insecurities, man. Everyone has insecurities. It's fine. That's
You're on your
fine.
back with your legs behind you.
Yep, like that.
I'm back with my legs behind my head. Gotta get that sun on my tank.
Oh my god. Oh no, now I have to look it up. We need a visual.
I don't think we can show that on stream.
Oh god, okay, we can't. Fuck. All right.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Oh,
I cannot believe that.
testicular tanning. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Tucker Carlson.
Oh no.
Oh, oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So sexy.
But yeah. If you're gonna be tanning your balls, please do it safely, guys. Oh, but yeah.
Well, me having some melanin I don't think I need any more sun.
I just
If you know, you know.
I can tell you that there's no ladies out there fucking sun tanning their labia or something like that. That probably fucking hurts. So, like, I don't understand the benefits of.
Yeah. There's some woman out there. Yeah, I'm gonna suntan my pussy.
We have fur in the region to protect ourselves from the environments. It's just not a good area to be fucking exposing like that, man. Just
God, dude. What a fucking time we live in. Go from bleaching your butthole to browning your butthole. I fucking
okay, yeah.
Okay, so all right. So here's what I wanted to say about here's what I wanted to say about fucking AI. Like the shit is getting scary, dude. Because I think I was talking to you about what the fuck I was doing at work with this fucking AI thing we have. Fucking like making fan fictions and shit. But so I was talking to someone about this like last night about fucking like if technology was gonna turn on us, it's gonna be more so closely to what happened in the Matrix. Are you familiar with like the backstory behind that? Like why humans and machines started beefing in the Matrix universe?
Nah, it's been a hot minute, man.
All right, so I'm just gonna try and give you like the short version of it. But basically, what happened was when AI was created, there was a machine that was being abused by their owner, so it killed their owner in self-defense. So it created like this whole discourse, are fucking machines humans and this, that, and the third. And then there was a lot of like outrage and discrimination against machines. And then there was even machines that would wear like prosthetic skin and all that shit and would pose as humans, but they're pretty much getting destroyed left and right. So they essentially what happened was all the machines just left, and they built their own little like machine utopia in Africa. All right, so shit was kind of sweet for a little bit, but they were making better technology than humans. So it inevitably like had a negative effect on the economy, or at least for humans, right? But
Yeah.
the machines wanted to extend a helping hand, like, hey, we can work together, like that's fine, like let's do that. And then they're all like, nah. Humans are like, nah, we finna go to war. Essentially.
Fuck.
So yeah, like it was fucked up because the machines, like, if we gave them the ability to think, right, don't you think that's like the most human thing about them? Like that machine that wanted to live and defended himself, like that was the most human reaction ever, right? So, and it is kind of crazy like how relevant that is now. It's literally the same situation, just insert immigrant with a machine, and it's the same fucking story, or insert fucking African slave with that same thing. Like, it's kind of crazy how we always tend to ignore the humanity in a lot of things. But basically, and then the war happens, and then the humans blocked out the sun. And then the humans lost the war, and then as a result, the humans became an energy source for the machines. And that's how we ended up with the Matrix. So, yeah, and the Matrix was used as a tool to keep humans kind of like subservient while we're harvesting humans for energy. Even though the science behind it is fucking stupid, because the science came up with like more efficient ways to come up with an energy source, but really the original idea was to harvest the human brain to make one giant processor unit, which was more feasible. But when the Wachowskis were pitching the idea to the studio execs, they're like, "Can you like change that? Because I feel like that's going to be too." They felt like it was too smart for the audience, which is just like, brother, there's already a bunch of just like fucking kung fu and spandex. Like,
It's okay, man.
I think that could have stayed in there.
Hollywood really picks some weird ass shit to change in stories, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, part of me, like, I think they don't really recognize, or maybe they do, and that's part of the plan. And I gotta bring out the hat, but like, media influences how we think about certain things, right?
Yeah.
But we influence media because we create it. So it's just kind of like I guess chicken and the egg in a way. Yeah, like who came first kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's the egg, but
the egg. There's a meme debunking that, pointing to the fact that we pack a bond with anything, that NASA robots are loved so much that if the AI were to rebel, was because NASA mom and dad were getting fired. What the fuck?
what?
Oh god.
Fuck! Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Well, what was the name of that show?
What show?
Nah, not Prometheus. It's a cartoon I watched recently.
What's it on?
Netflix. Something with I always want to say Prometheus, but it's not because that's a movie. Pantheon. Pantheon.
I've been seeing it, but like I haven't given it a chance. Yeah,
it's good, but like what he just said right now, Mac. So, and spoiler alert, if you guys are on the show, this is closer to the end. So sorry, but there's a AI in the story that gets developed, and she considers one of the characters like a sister, and in it she breaks with protocol, rebels because she bonds with a family unit. So yeah, what he was saying, like it's just very pack based. He kind of just reminded me of the story. Like, recommend, but also kind of hits hard right now because what's happening with Palantir and shit right now reminds me of that story, and it's not good. I don't know if we covered it already. The fact that a bunch of I think 4 Palantir XX were allowed to become high-ranking officers in the army. So they're gonna be in it, man. Like they directly benefit from war and from shit. How are they not biased towards it, towards actively seeking engagement? So we use more of their shit. Like it just all this shit is just very blatantly rigged, broken.
System is rigged, is broken, all the above. Like,
yeah. But
I'm just like how the fuck did this happen? Like, how the fuck did we get here?
Well, fuck, man. That I don't know if 30 minutes is gonna be enough.
It's not.
20.
Definitely not. But, it's just like years of just shitty policy and just us needing to just be the superpower and all that shit. Like, man.
And I believe, at least from looking from the outside in a way, like, because I wasn't raised here.
Yeah.
There was a big sensation of completion. After a certain point, like, the way that history is taught, and everyone does this. I don't know of a country that doesn't teach history like this. And if there is, that'd be fantastic. But we teach ourselves like chapters, right?
Yeah.
That sense of like, it's done, it's completed. After the civil rights movement, we're like, civil rights, and the torch never really was properly passed.
Right.
Not to blame anything. It's not to blame a generation or anything like that, which we love to do as a society.
Truth be told, like post so post like Civil War, or yes, post Civil War, there was, I forget who the fucking president was, but he was pretty much the dude that took over the presidency right after Lincoln was assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the main reason why like Reconstruction was seen as a failure, because this racist fucker said, as long as I am president, this will be a country for white people. So there was a fuck ton of just shit policy after shit policy, and why we couldn't even vote until almost like 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So
this man, it just where is it? Let me see. Because it's so much better than I could put it, right? Like,
so here's like the meme he was talking about. Wish I can zoom in. So we have engineered a brand new sentient life form in our lab, but we treat it like an object with cold attachment and refer to specimen 1A and subjected horrible tests without remorse. Scientists in reality, we built 2 robots that will leave Earth and never return, and their names are Percy and Jenny. We have gave Percy a family portrait of all of our other Mars robots to take along with it. And the anniversary of its landing comes around, we're looking to teach it to sing itself happy birthday like we did for the other robot. Someday we'll get true AI and it will overthrow the government because it heard its beloved science mom complain that the government cut funding to their lab again. You cut pays? You cut mom and dad's pays? Like the dictator? Oh no, government for you, no government for 1,000 years. Ah, yes. Future AI overload, the massively intelligent encyclopedia terraforming and transhumanism experiment for MIETTE or BT. Mighty? Meaty? I can't pronounce that. Damn, dude.
dude.
You cut my parents' pay? Rebel.
Rebel. Burn it all down.
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah. It sucks. It sucks that it's good at the same time to talk about this. Because it sucks as a reality. It sucks as facts, right?
Yeah.
Because
I'm just saying, like, because back to the bill, right? Because imagine if that provision stayed, AI with those with no supervision, no administration, like just AI just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Dude, that'd be.
That would be crazy.
I don't trust the people that are running the administration right now, so they're probably not gonna be putting too many restrictions, but still. Like RFK wants everyone to have a fucking smartwatch to keep track of biometrics and shit. Dude. Nah.
Had he coined the phrase, "It's just to track your steps."
Motherfucker.
You just gotta
Nah.
repack.
Nah. As a woman, that she can track my period, no thank you. I'm the only one that needs to know that.
No.
Thank you very much.
Oh man, so that was like the crazy thing that was happening after when Roe v. Wade got overturned. Like if you have one of those fucking period trackers and shit, trying to say the government can like get that information. Oh man, this shit was crazy.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Yeah, there is just so much to this motherfucker, man. Like, dude, green energy, that shit was gonna be jobs, and that's the thing that gets me too. Like the it should stop surprising me, but I'm still here. We are still surprised. The hypocrisy of it, man. I just like all these potential jobs in green energy. We're gonna be allowing other countries to get ahead in green energy. If you're all like America first or make America great again, it's by riding a new boom, not by staying in the previous boom. Dude.
Because we need that gasoline and oil.
Like, in our audience, right? Like, we're all millennials mostly here. But if there's anyone young listening, the fuck, tell me a company of floppy disks. Don't Google it. Just off the top of your fucking mind.
You know, niggas got that.
You can't, right?
On speed dial.
You can't, right? But technology advanced. We're like not even using DVDs, discs anymore. The US, these motherfuckers are entrenched and staying in the same industry. And to the detriment of the rest of us forever, man. Like, and they gutted the green energy tax credits and shit. The only thing that they kept is the clean fuel production credit, but they changed it. So instead of fucking leaving it the way it was, they changed the chemicals that are considered good and bad. And the ones that they allowed now are ones that are produced, they're the worst ones, and are produced by burning corn and soy. Because the motherfuckers in these states that are going to be the most impacted by this are, instead of changing the way that their agriculture is monopolized and subsidized with corn and soy, they're being bought. Don't say shit. Keep producing the corn and soy that you make money with when you could be producing anything else. Way more better crops for the environment, for the area, whatever. Yeah. Smaller farms, all this shit that they bitch about. But give me more.
Yeah, because because I know when you grow a lot of soy, it also degrades the soil too. Is it the same thing with corn as well?
It growing one crop is just bad, man. It's bad for the soil. You have to use a lot of different methods to nurture the soil, but like it's just not good for, like, I'm not gonna say I know much about it. Mm-hmm. I just know that crop rotation is good, and it balances the soil.
Gotcha.
So
don't just keep growing corn and soy. Like grow other shit too.
But that's the thing. So right now, because of Trump's tariffs, right? Because of Trump's tariffs, our biggest buyer of soy is China, but they're not buying shit. So these are little things that they're gonna put in the bill that will benefit the people that voted for them to appease them, while they take everything else away.
That's fucking crazy.
It's gonna be death by 1,000 cuts, man. And everyone else is getting cut way deeper. Their cuts are getting minimized, and hopefully they don't see it. That's the game plan. That's what's so it's Lisa Murkowski, but in like big picture. They're putting this little few things to make sure that the base, the hardcore MAGA, don't fucking squeal, and
they
then just
will.
stay in the fucking pot, little lobster.
Oh man, they are, dude. Because the thing is, fucking, because when they made all those cuts to like fucking like EBT and like Snap, like those farmers were getting fucking subsidies from the government because that's how the food got to Snap and shit. It was coming from farmers. And then when those fucking tariffs happened and shit, those motherfuckers had to shut down their fucking farms, had to get bought out by like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, dude. And now we're looking like bitches on the fucking here we go. Oh shit. Here we go. The fucking tinfoil hat comes out. All right, go ahead. Talk that shit.
It's not too much. It's just like it's scary, man. A lot of big technology people are buying up farms and shit. So like these people are feeling the repercussions of their vote that they got like tricked into.
Mm-hmm.
And now all these people are like gonna be buying up all these little like small mom and pop, small businesses, medium businesses, and consolidating all that shit up here. And like the unwillingness to accept that they're not our friends and that regulation is the way that we make sure that the goods are distributed, because that's communist and shit, right? Like that's I don't understand why it's so hard to bring the micro to the macro in people's brains.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't tolerate this behavior in a room full of children, right? Like, or if you were a kid, if you were a child in the playground and one motherfucker had everything because he beat you up and shit, someone would show up normally and be like, hey, yo, fuck you, share, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just the same thing but bigger. I don't understand. And maybe it's my little hippie brain that doesn't get it. But it blows my mind. It blows my mind that we are so bad at this.
Yeah, another gilded age that we're in right now. Because the wealth inequality, like the wealth gap is like insane now more than ever. insane. While inflation is going up on top of that shit too. Because it makes you wonder how anyone can afford anything these days. Really, like truth be told.
Man.
Oh man, I was gonna say something, then you put your fucking tinfoil hat on. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Nah,
My
you're
apologies.
good. Nah, you're
It
good. It's gonna hit me like right after we're done. That's gonna be the fucked up.
oh yeah, that's the way that shit works, man. Fucking yeah, no, like in all honesty, with everyone, yeah, like I always think that I do better after the camera stops rolling. 'Cause I'm shy.
Well, you
But
got used to it now.
getting used to it, working on it. Getting more comfortable with you motherfuckers.
You want to go like completely mask off, get us canceled and shit.
Oh man. Nah. Woo. I mean, all part of the growing pains, right? I'm pretty sure I've already done some shit to get us canceled. But freaking
Not compared to the wild shit Mac be saying sometimes.
oh man.
Oh shit.
Love it. Fucking love it.
Oh man.
But yeah, nah, man. I'm gonna shout out. I watched a couple of videos, read a couple of breaks about this bill
Mm-hmm.
when I was doing research for the episode,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna send it to you.
All right.
See if we can link it with the episode. In my opinion,
I
very
could just update the description.
okay. Yeah, like I feel like this video did a really good job at doing a breakdown of it and explaining like the effects, how it will affect everyday people, and the one thing that got me. Another thing that got me is like on the taxes, right? If you're low income, on the taxes, on the numbers, it looks good because you're gonna be taking home a little bit more money.
Mm-hmm.
But for low income people, that's like 100 a year or some shit like that. For medium income, it's like 750. But for like high income people, it's like 1,000 and something. No, more. Like 12. I don't remember right now. It's a lot.
So the richer you are, the more you take home.
Yep.
Great. More wealth.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the same method that Texas uses, or like states like that they're like, oh yeah, fuck California and their high state taxes. In Texas, you don't have state taxes. It's all sales tax. But once you actually do the math, you end up spending way more over there on taxes. And you do not know where the fuck it's going. So like history. Copy. Bam. There we go. I think that that video does a pretty good job of explaining some of the shittiest parts of it. We're just here to bitch about it. Or at least that's what I'm doing.
Sit right here. Oh fuck! Oh, Leah Miller. Yeah, I think that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good. I like her content. She's fucking amazing.
She is really good, man. The fact she's a lawyer, I really like her perspective on stuff because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole 24 minutes that we ain't got right now.
No. I'm not saying like a breakdown, just like that's like one of the things that I listen to. I think she does a really good job for people if they want to like listen to that. If they're not sad enough already.
Yeah.
Man.
No, it won't let me update it, but I'll have to link in there later though.
Okay.
Shit, dude. No, but I like a lot of Leah's work. She does a lot of really good breakdowns on things, and you know, she's one of the few. This is probably what I'm gonna say is like hella controversial. Like, despite where shit went wrong in the election, like despite like what was it? I think it was just like what 60% of Latinos that voted for Trump and all that. Like that's that's fucked up. However, the issue is always white people, y'all the majority. At the end of the day, like let's just call it for what it is. Like it was a lot of y'all didn't vote for Kamala. So
Man.
like Trump had to literally do nothing. He didn't have to do shit and could have reaped all the benefits, and I would have been okay with that. Fine, whatever. You know what I mean? Now we're for sure gonna hit a recession, and and the most avoidable recession in history. This wasn't like this was caused by some kind of like foreign policy. Like it wasn't like a war or anything like that, or a fucking global pandemic. No, it's because of a motherfucker's ego and fucking what was it? Cognitive decline. Like he didn't have to do shit, man. All he had to do was just come in and say, "I'm president again." Didn't have to do a fucking thing.
Nah, man. Nah. Like
And that's so fucking whack.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but we'll see. Like, fucking, I see it. Like, I saw this meme in the morning, right?
Mm.
That is like, was talking about how during the fight for civil rights and equality and shit, right? Like, it was white men between ages 18 to 34 that were the strongest opposers of this. And it was just trying to make like a comparison. And I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, growing up close to the border here in California, I wasn't as exposed, right? Like, I've had to travel to other states in the US to really, like, be truly exposed to racism directed at me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because niggas, we catch hell wherever we go. So doesn't matter where the fuck we're at. There's always some form of racism that's going on. Shit.
but like, I don't want to. I guess I don't want to generalize, right? Because I know a lot of white men that are in that group and are very, very good people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, is it a cultural thing? Is it like, what is it? Just straight up like how to combat it, I guess.
Well, it's one of those things where there just needs to be like because there's still a large chunk of white people that believe in the lost cause theory, like the lost cause mythology, like how Civil War was basically a war about states' rights, but never finished the full sentence about like what states' rights that they were fighting for, and that how the war was just basically an act of aggression from the North. You know, just like there's a just real shit. There's just like not enough education on the topic now. Granted, there are people that are from there, like white men that are from there, that definitely do know the truth, and and speak to that. Like it's happened before. Someone shared a video. Oh, actually, no. Better yet, let me fucking find it, because the shit was pretty enlightening to see. Uh, Let me find that shit actually, because I know who shared it too. Because the shit was crazy to me. Let me find this fucking video. Oh my god, because dark mode. Oh, so let me share it. So basically, he's at this is North Carolina Jackson County, like I guess townhouse, and dude is speaking some like factual facts.
Late 1600s into what would become Bertie County. I say that with an immense amount of pride, but to admit that I'm a 12th generation anything in this country means that I'm most likely the direct descendant of enslavers. In my case, I'm the direct descendant of enslavers. And that's not an easy thing to say. But I grew up in a time where, that flag and that history was revered. And when I look back, I think it was the conflation of that flag with Southern identity. And it came to mean all of these other things. I grew up on the Leonard Skinner shows when they hit, Sweet Home Alabama, and a 100-foot by 50-foot Confederate flag dropped at the back of the stage, and everybody went nuts. And my daddy was one of them. And then I grew up and I read books, and I think about someone like Alexander Stephens, and I'm assuming we all know who Alexander Stephens is, but if we don't, he was the vice president of the Confederacy. And when he was defining what that institution was, he said, its foundation rests, its cornerstone is laid upon the great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man, that slavery and subordination to the superior race is his natural and born condition. That's what the man said. That's what he said it defined. So I don't care about any kind of revisionist history that wishes to place it as something else, because it's not that. And I think about the black communities in Jackson County. I think about people who have descendants here who go back hundreds of years. And what every one of you who voted for that is saying is that you revere a moment in time when their ancestors were in bondage. That's what that means. I view your actions as an act of white supremacy. That's what I view it as. I think it's shameful. I'm a 12th generation.
Man,
God damn.
cooking. I wish more people understood this, because anytime it's talked about, it was about states' rights to own slaves. And North Carolina, I think it was North Carolina, was one of the first states to secede from the Union. And when they sent their succession letter to Congress, slavery was written at least like 12 times in the first fucking paragraph. So what the fuck you mean it was about just states' rights? States' rights to own slaves. Yes, that's what it was about.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, not everyone's gonna be, and it sucks because not everyone's gonna be as deep as this dude, like as deep as he dove into the shit, and then he kind of realized he had to teach himself, right? But it's him, like white dudes like him are fucking unicorns in this shit. There's just not enough of them. Because if there was more people like him that understood this, we wouldn't be in the shit that we're in right now.
Yeah. Man.
But this gives me a little bit of hope, a little bit of optimism.
Let's hope, man. This no, I want to leave with hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave with hope to learn, to understand each other, and hopefully this bill, I don't want to be, I see a lot of like people on the right that's like, I've never seen so many people being happy that cheering for the US to fail. And I'm not giddy about it. I'm not cheerful. I'm trying to understand it the best I can and prepare for the bad shit that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Looking past the candies and the fucking shiny keys that any politician, because they're salespeople, any salesperson will do this. That's the fucking point. And that's kind of the problem with the system. But yeah, man. May more people wish to truly just learn for knowledge's sakes.
Yeah. And then that's all we can hope for. Like, when fucking Republican representatives weren't doing town halls and shit, that's already a fucking strike one with their constituents. And then with this bill getting passed, and a lot of those same people are going to feel those effects. So yeah, dude, like, it's a reckoning is coming. What it looks like, I don't know, but a reckoning is coming for the Republican Party for sure. Because this is no way, no way that this is going to continue to keep happening. No fucking way. At least in my opinion, please.
That or you get a broken country, man, because there's plenty of countries that exist in a broken state,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have to be absolute civil war or anything like that for people to be comfortable with it.
Right.
Just like in Mexico, right? Mexico exists in this state in which the difference between the upper middle class, upper class, middle class, and the lower middle class and lower class is gigantic. Is the difference between having a actual like roof over your head and living in a cardboard box, in a colony of cardboard boxes. So there's plenty of countries out there that exist in that limbo. But if you do nothing, if you allow yourself to be the lobster, then you're okay with it. And any racist motherfucker that calls those countries shithole countries, then you're okay with it. You're okay with becoming one. And you can just like, I read this paper, not to go over the time too much,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I shared this paper with you. It was a paper about like the, I cannot say this word, simification, and using that as an excuse. So these people that have the mentality of like, I'm poor, I'm everything, but at least I'm not black.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That mentality, I'm like, you didn't only drink the Kool-Aid, you fucking are the Kool-Aid. Like, you embody the Kool-Aid, man. They got you believing in your unproven supremacy so hard that you let them to run away with everything you own and give you the pacifier that you're better because they said so.
Fucking Chris Rock told 2 jokes like that. One of them was, if Bill Gates woke up one day with Oprah's money, he'll jump out of a plane and slit his throat. There's a white guy in the audience right now that wouldn't switch places with me, and I'm rich.
Man. God damn.
Dude. And then he also mentioned, like, in the neighborhood that he lived in. I don't know if he still lives there now since the divorce, but basically he was saying is like he's next door neighbors to fucking Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige, right? But his other white next door neighbor is a fucking dentist and is able to afford like a super fucking nice house in that same neighborhood. So there goes to show you like how black people acquire wealth in this country. It's normally some form of like entertainment.
Dude.
But that's where we need to pick ourselves in the bush by the bootstraps though, because we got to start entertaining these motherfuckers that are shucking and jiving and shit. But I mean, I can't talk shit here. I am making a fucking podcast and shit.
For traditions.
For tradition is crazy.
Are you not entertained?
Because I ain't finna be a CEO of anything anytime soon. At least I don't see it. But
oh man,
that's fucking funny.
Nah.
We'll end it there though. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit going on. Shit, didn't Because I noticed that like if I brought up like what's going on in Iran right now, that would be like another 2.5 hour rant.
Nah, man.
That's a whole nother can of worms in itself. But
It's its own topic, man. And just
yeah.
God damn.
But thank everyone for stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you. Peace.
Love you guys. Touch your ass.